Welcome to Recruit Knowledge with Omar Porter. I am sitting here with the man, one of Shelby's own, Shelby's finest, Mr. Demerio Houston. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Hey, man, glad to have you on, man, so you can talk to the people and, tell them your story and stuff, man. How everything been going for you?
Everything good, man. I'm just blessed to, be in my situation.
Yeah.
I dreamed of, playing pro ball. My ultimate goal was NFL, but, CFL is not bad, and they still can possibly get to the NFL.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, man, Demerio played at Shelby High School. Actually, was on the team that started the run that they've been on for so long now. Played at Shelby High School, played at Southern University, and now plays in the CFL with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Man, let's start at the beginning, man. Let's talk about your time at Shelby High. Because, everybody see the run and stuff now. And, of course, Shelby has a long tradition from years back, but you was a part of that team that kind of started, that thing going around. Yeah, man. Exactly. Talk about your time at Shelby.
I enjoyed my time at Shelby. I feel like, with my family grew up, Crest. Crest. Everybody, my whole family went to Crest. So, I started, my own thing. And I went to Shelby. And, I succeeded and, I elevated my game. And I kind of went off the Harbison name, but I kind of made my own name because, my last name's Houston.
Right.
So, I just started my own thing at Shelby High. And, I wouldn't trade it, Shelby is my home, and Shelby's where it started. So.
Yeah. Now you talking about the Harbison name, which Harbison, Houston. Shout out to mom and dad, the family, the Harbison family, and our light up community and that Crest, man. It's a long tradition of athletes. The women, the men, like just all of them. Shout out to Mom May. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, May.
But like I said, you started your own thing, kind of went to Shelby. And everybody was like, man, hold on, it's of course you were Houston, but Harbison too. And it's a Harbison at Shelby, you know what I'm saying? And so you went over there and kind of done your own thing.
You didn't like that.
Everybody's like, yo, why you hate it, Crest? But let's talk about, you played, did well at Shelby, interception leader of the state at one point in time, and then, the recruiting process hit, you know what I'm saying? The recruiting process hit, man. And talk about your recruiting process, man.
I feel like my size played a role. Also, my grades were decent, but they weren't the best. And at the time, Shelby wasn't getting looked at by these big schools like Clemson, Alabama, and UNC. So I had to really play ball, and even me playing at the highest level and, breaking records that, still wasn't enough. And then my grades weren't there where I need them to be. So I ended up with supposedly 2 offers, but really 1, and it was Southern. So, I was just blessed to get that opportunity. Coach Blue, I appreciate you.
Shout out to Blue.
I appreciate that because, just give me another opportunity to play ball at the next level. So
then you go down there, man, and do your thing. And like I said, I remember your recruiting process, man, where, folks sending your stuff and reaching out to schools, and they ain't really biting, you know what I'm saying? And then it just like so happened, Coach Odom reaches out, man, and bless you with a good opportunity, even better than some that, you thinking it was going to be there, man. And, you and your family decided to go to Southern, man, and it worked out that way, man. And, what would you tell somebody, because you was, you was a small DB, you had the length with a smaller guy. But you always had this confidence about you playing that position, man. You remember I always tell that story in elementary school. You know what I'm talking about?
Talking me too.
So the Harbison family, man, like I say, is ballers everywhere, man. And I'm talking about some of his uncles are Hall of Famers. And when he was in elementary school, I asked him, I said, nah, hey, man, you got to live up to some stuff, man. I was like, I ain't want to call their names. I was like, are you better than such and such? He was like, man, such and such suck. I was like, this dude's in elementary school now. So then I say, okay, what about the other one? Man, I'm better than him right now. So it's like you always had that confidence, even being a smaller guy, you know what I'm saying, that confidence playing ball, man. And I think that's one thing that probably even put you, that somebody did notice, like Blue, he saw it and, brought it on. And then now let's talk about the time at Southern.
My time, man, when I say Southern, HBCU, I would advise a lot of kids to take that route.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you get the opportunity to go to, you know, big schools like Clemson, Alabama, UNC, you know, something like that, take the opportunity because it's a good opportunity. But HBCU, like, man, the atmosphere, the school, the culture, like the Bayou Classic, Southern versus Grambling, Thanksgiving weekend in New Orleans every year, man. You gotta be there. You gotta be there, man. It was, but I say it was a great experience. I know I had to learn a lot. Came in, you know, started as a true freshman. If I could go back, I would redshirt my freshman year. Because I look at it, my goal leaving out of high school was I'm gonna start as a true freshman. That's my goal, which that was a good goal to, you know, have and to accomplish. But me looking at my younger self, I would prefer to take that 1 year off to learn the game.
Talk like truly like the transition from high school to college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody thinks it's an easy jump, but talk about that jump.
The transition is from high school to college is definitely the speed, the size. You know, everybody is bigger than everybody. You know, especially my size. You know, I'm already small, so you know, everybody way bigger than me. But definitely, you know, the size and, you know, the speed. Because like my first game, a full game of high school is like half of a game of college.
Yeah.
You gotta actually get your body into shape and everything to, you know, withstand 4 quarters of a college football game.
Yeah. Now from Southern to the CFL, man, like talk about that dream, man, you know, doing that and just finally, you know, living the dream out and doing it and winning the Grey Cup, which is the Super Bowl.
Well, it didn't start like how I wanted it to. You know, I went through a rough patch, you know, a couple months off, getting cut, not, you know, making the tryouts, but, you know, Winnipeg came to Charlotte and, you know, I had a good tryout where they ended up picking me up about a month later, and then COVID happened the next year, so I didn't get to go that first year, but, you know, I ended up going 21, winning Grey Cup that season, and then, you know, I was blessed to actually start this past season, you know, and then I ended up getting hurt, you know, but we ended up going back to the Grey Cup, came up short, but, you know, I'm expecting to have a better season, you know, a better outcome, a better, you know, everything this coming season, 2023, my year.
Hey, man, that's how it go, man. And your story is different, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't get all the opportunities in high school, got an opportunity, you know, and now playing in the CFL. Like, what advice would you give to that person, like that recruit right now that people, as they say, people overlooking, you know what I'm saying, that people just not getting the notoriety, but will still need to push through? What kind of advice would you give them right now?
Right now, I would give them the advice of, one, make sure you're in your books, man. I know a lot of guys probably in high school, but make sure you're in your books. Make sure that you're going to class, doing what you're supposed to do, and staying out of trouble, and just playing at a high level on the field, man. Because I was overlooked, still overlooked, but, you know, I just grind and I just put my head down and I just try to be the best me I could be. And, you know, once I got an opportunity, man, I just ran with it. So if you ever get an opportunity to elevate yourself and be great, man, take full advantage of it. Man.
Yeah. And man, like I said, man, your story, your inspiration to many, you know what I'm saying, and just keep doing what you're doing, man. You always took advantage of every opportunity given and ran with it, like you said, man. Like I said, there's somebody out there that need to hear your story, man, because it's going to inspire somebody to keep pushing. Hey, thank y'all for watching Recruit Knowledge of Omar Porter Demerio. Thank you for talking, man, and coming through and seeing this man. And if you, like I say, if you need some advice from this man, hit him up, DB work, whatever, because the man playing right now. So take advantage of it. Reach out to him. He shouldn't have to reach out to you when you got the information sitting here. Reach out to him, man. But thank you again for coming, man, and just sharing your story and information, man. We appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for watching Recruit Knowledge of Omar Porter Demerio, Houston. Winnipeg 35, get you one.
Get you one.